Hello, neighbor. I am Alicia Dolan here at Creating in My Corner, and I'm so glad that you are joining me tonight for Stamping Sunday. I you may have been here for a minute, and I was silent, but only because I could not tell that I was streaming live. So I hope that you can hear me and see me. I cannot. I can't tell whether this is live on Facebook or not. So I'm trying to wait just for a minute and see if there are any comments or likes that help me determine whether I'm live or if I'm simply talking to myself. I can't tell for sure. So if you can see me and hear me and you could give me a thumbs up, that would help. Any thumbs ups? If you cannot, I could keep going, but I can't tell online if I can't tell if you can actually see what I'm doing. Let's see. I don't see any messages that say, but it does look like I'm at least live now, and hopefully you can see me. And so we'll go ahead and get started. Thank you for joining me tonight for Stampin' Sunday. I wanted to make a Valentine's card because in the mini catalog that just came out, there are some really cute Valentine sets and some really pretty Valentine paper. So let me show you what we are going to work with tonight. There is a set called Love for You, and I really like the looks of this set. Let me see if I can see if you can see it. I think maybe you can. And it has a matching die, which looks like this. And there are several shapes in there. So we're going to use that, and we're going to use some new paper that is called Country Floral Lane. And I really like this paper. So we're going to use one of my favorite pieces tonight. And it looks like this. And see all those cute little bicycles? I just really love this paper. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around and we'll get started making our card. So if you will bear with me for just a second, hopefully I can get this to go a little smoother than the beginning went. It looks like I was live before I knew I was live. So I guess that's good. Hold on one second and I'm going to turn the camera around. All right. Okay, so here we go. Hold on one second. Oh. All right, here we go. So hopefully you can see my workspace now. I'm gonna try hard tonight not to wiggle the table again, because my area is still not set up exactly the way I want it to be, but I am getting closer, a little closer all the time. Okay, so tonight I'm going to start with a piece of, hold on a second. It looks like I made a little error. Okay, now we should be facing the right direction. Technology is a little tricky. Sometimes it's a little tricky, but I'm working it out. Okay, we're going to start with a piece of crumb cake cardstock that's 8.5 by 11. And we are going to put it in this way so that the long side is this way. And we're going to cut it at 4 1/4. And now we're going to turn it sideways and score it at 5 1/2. And then I had to lean to the side to double check my measurements a little bit. We're going to cut off 2 3/4 from one of those sides. And those are inches. I'm talking in inches today. So 2 3/4, which is right here. And I'm going to cut that off. All right, now we're going to take our card and we're going to fold it like this. And use a bone folder just to press that edge down so that your crease is nice and flat. And then we're going to take one of our pieces of designer series paper. And this one has little flowers and hearts on one side. And then it's balmy blue background with lots of tiny little blue hearts on the inside. And we are going to cut this one at 5 1/4. And then again at 4. Now this piece is going to go inside like that. And this is the leftover piece that we have from the front. And it measures 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. So we're going to take and cut a piece of basic white that has that same measurement. So it's going to be 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. And if you are signed up for my email list, you will get the measurements this week to this card so that you can recreate it either with these products or with something else that you have already or something that you want to order. But I'll list all the measurements and instructions in there. Okay, and then we have this piece of designer series paper. And we're going to cut it 4 by 2 1/2. Okay, so this way, we want the 4 to be this way because I want my little bicycles to be facing up. Okay, so here's my 4. And then by 2 1/2. Okay, and then this piece is going to go on top. Uh-oh, that is not what I wanted it to be. Let's see. 4 by 2 1/2. Did I cut this one too large? No, it's 2 3/4. Did I cut this one too small? Yes, I did. That was too 2 1/4. Oh no. All right, so I need 2 1/2. Okay, that's okay. I can still get my bicycles in there. Okay. Oh, that looks much better. Okay, so it's 4 by 2 1/2, not 2 1/4, like I cut it on accident the first time. And this piece is actually going to go on the front, but we need one more piece for this side over here. And I was thinking I would use these bicycles, but I know that in the paper pack, there is another pattern that I think I want to use instead. Yeah. Okay, and I think I'm going to use this one. And so this time I want it to be 2 1/2 this way. And then by 4 this way. Okay, so we've got this piece, which is going to go right over here. These that are going to go this way. And I have some ribbon. Now, this is a combo pack that has real red and burlap ribbon in it. And I have really been wanting to use this burlap ribbon. I think this will be the perfect, oh, maybe the red would have been, well, it would have been okay too, but I'm going to use this burlap ribbon. I hope that you're doing well tonight. I hope, first of all, I hope you can see me because I can see it looks like one person is watching, but I don't see any comments yet at all. So if you're out there and you're watching and you don't mind saying hi, I would really appreciate that. Okay, so this is what our base card is going to look like, and we'll add some ribbon in there. But I really wanted to use that stamp set tonight. So this is what the Love for You stamp set looks like. And I'm going to grab some white paper. And I think I'm trying to decide if we should use like a red. Sorbet. Let's try the sweet sorbet and see what that comes up with. We might want to switch our ribbon to red, but we'll see in a minute here. All right, so here is my sweet sorbet ink pad. And I'm just going to open that up. You know what, I'm going to set these off to the side a little bit so that they don't accidentally get inked while we're doing this. And okay, and I'm going to grab my Stamparatus. Okay. And we'll get a practice stamp in here first this time. So I'm going to take this stamp right here that says "So Much Love." And I'm just going to peel that carefully off its background. Okay. And I'm going to place it where I want it to be on my mat. And I'm just going to kind of put it here in the middle. And then I can close my plate down and pick it up. I can ink up that stamp by tap, tap, tapping. Okay, and now I'm gonna do my practice stamp. It might be a little hard to tell because my sheet's not totally clear, but I should get a good impression. And I didn't, but here's my first clue as to why I didn't put my foam mat in there. So I'm gonna pick up this top sheet here, slide in my foam mat so that it hits in that corner, and then put my grid paper back over the top. And let's try this again. So I'm gonna tap, tap, tap to ink up my stamp. Then I can close this plate, press, and you kind of want to press in the center, not too hard, but you want to push hard enough that your ink hits your paper. And I think that's good. So let's see. Okay, I'm gonna put my paper down here. And I don't want to use up too much my paper, so I can just put it over top of where my stamp was. Put my magnet down. I'm gonna tap, tap, tap and ink up my stamp. And I can close that plate down. And I have my image. Okay. And so this is pretty much exactly what I want. I like the look of it. What I'm gonna do next is clean off my stamp with my chamois right here. As you can see, I have used this one a lot for quite a while. It still works just the same. Okay, now my stamp is cleaned up. I'm struggling for a place to put everything today. Okay, and I'm gonna set this one back in the case. And I move this off to the side. And I am going to take this and put this is my bottom plate for my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I'm just going to put that underneath. And I'm going to pull out the die that matches with that. And for this one, there are two dies. There's an inside die and an outside. And I'm going to grab this inner one. I think I am. It's stuck on there pretty good. Okay. That's why I usually transfer them to a magnetic sheet, but I haven't got that done yet for that one. Okay, so then I can line this up just where I want it to be. I grab another plate and set that over the top. And I'm going to press those together and hold them in place while I take it over to the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine or the Big Shot, which is what I have so far. Okay, I'm sorry this is taking so long. It slid out of place when I moved it. over, and so I'm having to readjust a little bit. All right, here we go. So now, if I take that die off, okay, we've got 3 little words here. I thought I was going to cut them out together, but it didn't. So we've got so much love. Okay, and it cut them out separate. So let's take a look at our card and see how we want to put this together. So here is, let's see, here is our card base. And then these parts are going to go over like this and like that. And we're going to have the word so much love, so much love. And I think, oh, it's going to cover up our bicycles. I don't know. Okay, maybe it should go so much love. I don't want it to cover up too much of our bicycles here. All right. So, but I guess this little blue one will stick out, and that really is my favorite one, right? Okay. So there's our so much love. And then on this inside piece, I think I want to stamp for you. Okay. So we're going to open our Stamparatus back up. I'm going to place this inside piece right here. And I'm going to pull out the for you. And I'm going to put it kind of at the top like this. So there's still a little room to write a tiny note or my name down here at the bottom. And let's do this because I haven't practice stamped this one yet. I'm going to mark the edge where my white piece of paper goes and pick up my stamp. I'm going to move my magnet to the side and I'm going to practice stamp just to make sure I'm getting a good image. So I'll tap, tap, tap with my ink, lower the plate and press in the center and then pick it up. Now, because I marked the little edge where my white paper goes, I can just stick it back inside there. Put down my magnet, ink up my stamp, and press it down. Okay, that looks really good. If the Stamparatus is something that you're interested in that you don't have yet, and you want to join Stampin' Up! For the deal that they have right now, where you can get $175 worth of product for only $129, the Stamparatus is something that you can include in that order. So then when you order it, you don't pay for your shipping or and you can still order. You can get the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and a whole bunch of products to get you started making cards, or to help you continue making cards if you already make cards. So the starter special is really good right now. And if you are interested in that, just let me know and I can help you decide what you need or how to purchase it, or I can help you. Don't worry. Hi, Kim. I know, I feel like I don't know, I feel like the last couple days, the time has been a little tricky. And it's been busy I feel like for January, it's really busy. Okay, so let's start to put this together and see what we end up with. Okay, so we've got our crumb cake cardstock and then our piece of designer series paper. And this one is 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm just gonna grab my liquid glue from my trusty little turtle friend. See, he's right up here. He holds my glue for me. I feel like he needs a name, but I don't know what it is yet. I have to think about what a good turtle name would be. Okay, so I'm just gonna set my glue in there. And sometimes if I'm gonna be gluing a lot of things, I don't even put the lid on. I just sit them in there. All right, and then we're gonna center our piece of designer series paper. And because we're using that liquid glue, we've got just a minute to scoot it around and make sure that it's even and right in the space we want it to be. And we can glue that down. I know that for a couple of weeks there, Kim, you had something else going on Sunday nights, and so you weren't able to make it at 6. So, and actually I was a few minutes late myself because I couldn't tell if I was live or not. So, okay, and this is our second piece of designer series paper. Now, these are from the Country Floral Lane designer series paper, and they are in the current mini catalog. This is probably one of my favorite papers. I just think it's really cute. Okay, so we're gonna put our little glue around the edge and then squiggle down the middle. Just gonna set it right back in the turtle. And this piece goes right here on the front, just like that. Okay, let's see. All right, and I think what we need to do is glue this one on the inside first. So again, we're gonna put a thin line around the edge and then squiggle down the middle. And sometimes it's helpful if you leave a little spot where you can put your finger so that it doesn't get all sticky. Wait, I'm gonna need that again. So I'm just gonna leave it open. All right, I'm gonna pick it up and center this piece. Ooh. I kind of squiggled a little bit there in the middle. Okay, and press it down. Okay, so there's the inside of our card. I'm just going to press it a little bit more because I see that glue mark and I want to kind of smooth it out. Okay, now we got to decide if we want the real red ribbon or this linen. I have been waiting to use this linen ribbon, but I really think I want to use the red. Okay, so it's gonna have to be the real red this time, not the burlap. Burlap, that's what it's called. All right, so what we're gonna do is, let's see, which way do I want it to go? I think this way. So I'm gonna move my spool to the left. You guys know that when I tie a ribbon, oh, you said red too. Okay, that makes me feel better about it because I do feel like it should have been red. All right, I'm gonna have the short end on the right and I'm going to cross over with that. And then I'm gonna move this to the other side and pull my ribbon like this. I'm gonna put my finger there to hold it down. I pull up a loop on the left and go around the back. I'm going to tuck it through and we're going to see how it goes. Okay. And before I pull this ribbon tight, I'm going to try to adjust it a little bit. Hopefully it's tight enough that it'll stay. I'm going to try to adjust my ribbon a little bit so that it's going the way I want it to go. And this is your moment to decide which way you want your ribbon. Let's see. I really would like it to go this way a little bit. And this one to go the other way. Okay, I think that's pretty good. So I'm going to stop messing with it because I know that the longer I mess with the ribbon, the more likely it is to not go the way I want it to go. Sometimes you have to stop. Sometimes I have to take the ribbon all the way out and start over. But this time I'm pretty happy with how it looks. Okay, so here is our little bow. And then we're going to move on to this piece. So here are our die cuts from the Love for You stamp set and dies. I was really excited to get these, and this is actually the first time I've had a chance to sit down and make a card with them. But Valentine's Day is coming up, and there are lots of people who need a little love, and in the form of a card, I feel like is a great way to send it. Okay, so there is our piece that goes on the top. So this is kind of a fun fold card, but it's a really easy. It's really easy. Now we're gonna put this over here. Let's see, where are we gonna put it? It's not gonna go inside, is it? I'm gonna have to scoot this little ribbon up and see if I can make it turn to the side. Not sure I can do that, but we'll give it a shot. All right. So as I'm trying to manipulate this ribbon a little bit to make it do what I want. Just because I'm not good at planning ahead for my little ribbons. I don't know why, but I'm not. Let's see. Maybe it should go behind. Is that better? Now remember what I said. I shouldn't mess with it too much because it looked pretty good, but I needed it to be up a bit higher. All right. I think that's going to have to do. Okay. And we want our little card that's in the front to go just like this. And so what I'm going to do is put my Stampin' Dimensionals over here on the back on the left hand side. So I have some mini ones right here that will do the trick. And I'm only going to put them on the left side. Now, if I put them on the right side, my card will not open. So that's why it's important this time to only put them on the left. Okay, so here. I can line it up so that it's over top, and then it'll just open up like that. And so now all we have to do is figure out where our little words will go. And I think if we do it like this, it'll be really cute. So let's start with the love, and I'll put some Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of that. I hope everyone is doing well tonight. I know I said it's been a little bit of a crazy day. I feel like every day is a little bit crazy lately, but the sun was out today and that was beautiful. Let's see, we'll put some on this. I feel like that hasn't happened a whole lot lately. There was some sun, I think yesterday too. So yesterday and today, there's a little bit of sun. This can be a hard time of year here in Michigan when the sun doesn't shine. Okay, so here's that. And then we have one more little word to stick on. Okay, I really like that. That's turning out super cute. And let's see, over here, I have some pastel adhesive backed sequins. I can't talk tonight. But if you are looking for some embellishments, you get 2 sheets in this. And so it adds up to, it says 300 sequins. So you get quite a lot, and they're really pretty colors. The gold is pretty, the pink, and the balmy blue. Okay. And then I'm going to use my take your pick tool and grab a couple of these to stick them on. Let's see, there's a sheet of larger ones and a sheet of smaller ones. So you really get a lot of gems. So let's do one blue over here. And then I'm going to put a couple gold ones on. I like one up here, I think. And then maybe over here. I think that's really cute. Those little gems are so cute. Now, if you are watching this tonight and you haven't signed up for my email, you should do that. There's a little sign up button at the top of my page. And if you have any trouble with it, just let me know and I can send you a link too. But I'm so glad that you could join me tonight. I love stamping and I love stamping with you. So I hope that you can join me every week. And if you can't, that you can at least watch later when I post the video on YouTube. And if you can think of anyone who might like to join us and stamp with us, or just watch along and get some creative inspiration, that would be awesome. If you want to share this video, you're welcome to do that, or share the YouTube channel or invite them along. So here is our card for tonight, our first, I think it's the first Valentine's card that I've made so far this year. So hopefully you enjoyed that and you're ready to make and send some cards out this year. I'll see you next week. Happy stamping.